I was a bit in and out with this car, but eventually I caved in with it. I thought this vehicle was just an unattractive looking box from the 80s, but after looking at the Honda E, I thought, you know what? Maybe go back in time a little bit and check it out. Am I just picking things up at this point? That could be, unless they have flavor. Showing that size absolutely does not matter. It's the Honda City Turbo Mark II. Anybody else detecting a trend with tiny Hondas lately? Of course, this isn't some Schnittbox EV, this is something from the 80s. Now that I've got it down on the table, I can see the amount of character that this thing has. Look at the size compared to a regular Hot Wheels car. That thing is microscopic. Just like my girlfriend. And because this thing is rather small, there is a lot of jokes and possibilities you could do with this little tiny box of a car. If you put this on Tanjiro's back, you could definitely pass this off as something Nezuko would use to transport with him. I noticed on the front of this car, it says something weird, but on closer inspection, that says Turbo 2 backwards, and for a good reason. When you're driving along, and this little box so happens to be behind you, when you look at it through your rear view mirror, you could see on the bonnet, it clearly says Turbo 2, which is a really neat illusion trick. The more I look at this car, the more likeness it seems to have with the Morris Mini. Of course, both cars are going for two completely different aesthetics, but as for size, I think you already know. Although, looking in the interior, I noticed something a bit strange. What are those things in the back? Are those folded tables or something? Let me know. One particular feature that I find quite adorable is the underneath. Look at the exhaust. There is a single pipe going straight from the engine and out the right side of the car. That is just amazing. This Honda City Turbo is fitted with Aerodisc rims. The same Aerodisc rims that can be found on various cars in my collection. Even the Formula 1 collection has these wheels fitted. This little car, nicknamed the Bulldog, is a JDM-only car, as these other vehicles were also sold in Japan. The easiest indicator is looking at the steering wheel on how it's on the right side of the car. Personally, I almost was gonna put this back on the shelf and think this was a peg sitter. But it turns out this is one of those cars where you don't knock it until you try it. And if you try it, there's a chance you might like it. So, how do I feel about the Honda City Turbo? More specifically, the Mark II. Well, like I pointed out, this thing definitely raised my eyebrows. And could definitely race in hilarious races. I mean, just imagine this thing gapping your Supra at twice the size. That would definitely rub some dirt into your wounds. But hey, how do you feel about this car? Do you think it belongs to your collection? Or do you think this should be a peg sitter? Personally, I suggest you go out and pick one of these up. But that's just my opinion. What are yours?